My name is Peter Wallace. I'm the Reader Development Officer for Libraries in Liverpool. I've been helping to organise the library's involvement with my colleague Andy Johnson, who's the lifelong learning and social inclusion officer. So we've tried to work with the Homotopia organisers to make this a sort of new departure in having sort of literature events for Homotopia in the libraries.
Hello, I'm Stella Duffy. I come from London and New Zealand.
What's your favourite gay read and why?
My favourite gay, but possibly lesbian, possibly even more queer read would be Patricia Highsmith's Carol, not published under her own name in the first place, and then reissued by Bloomsbury about 20 years ago now, actually. I love it because Highsmith was out, because she was brave, because she was out at a time that's very different to our current lives, and it's possibly the first lesbian read with a happy ending.
My name is Patrick Gale, and I come from Land's End, which makes me the last puff in England.
Patrick, what have you been doing here today?
I've been talking about my new novel, Notes from an Exhibition, which is about a family whose mother is a mad genius painter. And it's about the trials and tribulations of growing up with a mad mother, and also the difficulty of being a woman who works while trying to be a genius and be a mother. So, combination of those things.
You're obviously very well known as a gay author, but you also have had a lot of mainstream success as well. How important do you think it is to be identified as a gay writer, and do you think that category matters anymore?
I think it will always matter. As long as there are gay or lesbian teenagers, they need to have writers out there saying, I'm gay, you can read me and you'll learn a bit about the world. It hasn't hurt me at all in terms of commercial sales or anything. So I would always say to people, just be yourself. And I think the best writing is honest writing. So you can't separate your sexuality from your writing, I think.
Why do you think there is such a queer sensibility to celebrity culture?
Well, I think celebrity culture is really about the gap between the public and the private. I think we're obsessed with the private lives of public figures. And I think as gay people, we understand that because we learn that from a very young age. I certainly learned from a very young age that I had to hide who I really was in order to survive in a working class, quite rough town in South Wales. You didn't run around saying, hi, I'm gay, no one's going to be very happy for you. So you sort of learn to live a public life that's very different to how you feel privately. And so I think gay and lesbian people understand that inherently. You grow up with it. You learn how to act straight very, very young. Most of us. I mean, some of us, thankfully these days maybe don't, but I think my generation certainly, you learned how to act straight. So anyone who's famous, regardless of their sexuality, is a difficult thing to deal with anyway, because the pressure on every move but I think if you're also hiding something is huge. I mean, being gay is not all of who you are, but it's a pretty big part of you. It's part of your DNA. And it's like this is as much a part of you as the colour of your eyes. And if you have to somehow cut that off and hide that and pretend that isn't true publicly all the time under constant scrutiny, what that must do to you inside, it must warp you so much. And that fascinates me because I'm fascinated by warped people. I like writing about damaged, warped people.